Do you know alcohol makes you sleepy?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, I probably should have thought of that before. Downing half of that before starting.
I can save you from the other half.
Would you like to help save?
I'll rescue you.
Alright, rescue me. Hey, how's everyone doing?
Doing okay. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Thanks for
I'm
answering.
everyone.
Alright, wow. I didn't realize you were everyone. Good job. Great job on that promotion. We're doing more power hours because we want to do this kind of stuff, even though it takes a lot of time. We've been following Freya for a while. Played one of her games from Ace Jam.
Yes, we did.
A while ago. I'll link it in the description. But we've been following and shooting the shit since then, and we thought, like, hey, we hadn't gotten a chance to play more of her games, so...
Was it Ace Jam?
Pretty sure it was Ace Jam.
Okay.
Yeah. Either way, it'll be linked below, and if it wasn't Ace Jam, then I'll correct myself.
Okay.
Anyway, we wanted to check out some of her other games, and now we are. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
We're starting out with duology of games. The Tower being the first one. Made for Gothic Novel Jam 20... Did we play another game from that?
Maybe.
I feel like we might have.
I think it's likely.
Jeez. More jam games, please. We love these.
I love jam. Raspberry, please.
Oh, okay. Content warnings. Some readers may find elements of this story disturbing. Please take particular caution if you are sensitive to any of the following: harsh language, internalized transphobia, anxiety over infertility, medical procedures, blurring of reality and fiction, abduction. Alright, is everyone out of the room? Awesome. I'm going to click to continue. I can't click to continue.
Do you have to click on where it says click?
I have to click on where it says click. This is a mostly keyboard playable twine game. As well as using the mouse, you can use the following keyboard commands. When you say tilde, you can press spacebar to advance. In some sections, you'll be able to play a sub-game. The controls here use arrow keys to move. Oh, shit. However, due to technical issues, this will not be automatically selected. You'll need to click on the game to activate it, then click on the link to the next passage when done. Players unable to use a mouse can skip the passage by pressing spacebar as normal. Oh, shit. Hold on. Give me a sec. Oh, backup keyboard, Sean. Where have you been? Hold on. You're about to hear some noises.
We need a backup keyboard to plug into the backup keyboard.
I don't think we need a second backup keyboard for the backup keyboard.
I think we do.
Alright. Anyway. Spacebar.
Oh.
The Tower. Oh, it says the Tower in the Tower.
It totally does.
See, I'd never noticed that because I've
cool.
only ever seen the art, like, kind of zoomed out in, like, Twitter size.
Mm-hmm.
So that's neat. Do you want me to take the lead on this one and you can take the lead on the second one?
Yeah.
All right. Every time it happens, a few days before, I have this dream. This stems like a back and forth, so go ahead.
Sure. Tell me about the dream.
I'm standing in a broad field. It's flat and goes on forever. The grass stretches out around me like so many little lives, swaying in the wind. The birds are silent and the sun is nowhere to be seen, but it's not dark. It's not light either. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I'm not conscious of whether it's daylight or not.
Go on.
I'm in this field, and then ahead of me is a tower. The tower.
Why do you say it like that? The tower?
You know, like the tarot card, number 16.
Tell me about the tower.
The tower comes after the devil. It stands for disruption, revelation, sudden, destructive change. A lot of people think the death card is the worst one, but it's just about a change in thinking. The tower stands for what people think death is.
Do you believe in tarot?
I don't know. It's interesting to think about.
Let's return to your dream. Tell me about the tower in your dream.
I'm in the field, and there in front of me is the tower. It's a building, physical, but I know it's the card. I don't know how, but I do.
And what happens?
I climb the tower.
Oh.
Oh, hold on. I get to click.
This is neat.
Oh, is this a Bitsy? I'm a cat.
Nyan. Tell me about what happens next.
Nailed it. I climbed the tower. Well, I try to. It's not obvious how much progress I'm making because I can't see outside.
There aren't any windows?
Well, there are windows, but they don't seem to look out on the same field as before. What they show keeps changing.
I see.
Like it shows a forest, or a city, or my bedroom, or...
Or?
Sometimes the windows show my girlfriend's bedroom. My ex-girlfriend's bedroom.
I see. What do you think that means?
I don't know, you're the psych. Shouldn't I be asking you?
My role is only to help guide you towards your own answers. How do you feel when you look out of the tower at your ex-girlfriend's bedroom?
Right, okay. Well, I feel fucked up.
Go on.
I miss her. Fuck, I really do. I don't know how I'll live without her.
Do you need a moment?
Yep. No, I should talk about this. I broke up with her. Not the other way around, but I had to, you know?
Assume I don't know. Why did you have to?
Because she's a lesbian and I have difficulty inhabiting this identity without second guessing it.
By identity, you mean being a trans woman?
Right, I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm cheating her. Like she could be dating a real woman and she's dating me instead, and that's my fault somehow.
Do you consider yourself a real woman?
I think he's at...
Or do you not consider yourself a real woman?
Oh, fuck. That's a loaded question. I mean, you get it. You're non-binary.
Assume I don't get it.
Fuck. Oh, okay. So, of course, obviously, like, trans women are women, but I can believe that publicly and believe it about every one of my trans friends, but still, I struggle with myself, you know?
You think that every trans woman is a real woman, except yourself.
Yeah. So I broke up with her. I didn't want to force my insecurity onto her.
Did you ask her about it beforehand?
No.
I see. So you're climbing the tower and looking through the window to her bedroom. What do you see?
Nothing. I see nothing. She's not there. Or sometimes she is, but it's not her.
It's not her?
Like it's someone else pretending to be her, wearing her as like a skin suit, and she turns her head to look at the window, and every time just before we make eye contact, I wake up.
So you don't reach the top of the tower?
No, I climb forever. It's like, you probably get clients who can lucid dream, right? You know what that is?
Assume I don't.
Oh, god damn it.
Tell me about it.
So I can like control my dreams. I can control my actions, as opposed to riding shotgun in my own flesh. And I've tried not to look at the windows when I know it's her, but I never reach the end of the stairs. I can go on forever and ever, and eventually I'll look out a window without thinking, and it's her, or like whatever thing it is pretending to be her.
You said someone before, and this time you said thing.
Yeah, thing. I don't think it's human. It doesn't feel right.
What doesn't feel right about it? Us.
It's like, it's like the motions, the way you move your head, the eyes. The pupils are too big. Oh, fuck, you said us, not them.
Tell us how we can improve our impersonation, please. Ah.
I tried clicking on it to see if it was a game, and it did not appear to be a minigame.
Last session, you told me about the dream. What happens after that?
After I wake up, I feel bad for days.
Bad? For days? You mean like normal?
Like nervous, anxious, anticipating something, but I don't know what. I'm constantly on edge. Puts me in mind of Baudelaire, you know?
Baudelaire?
Like a wall in which an insect lives and gnaws. I can feel it. Something's there waiting for me, gnawing at the edge of my mind.
What do you do?
I try to go on with my day. Make breakfast, go to work, you know. It's never happened at work. I can almost relax a bit there. It's on the way back that I have to worry.
What happens on the way back?
It takes a few days, usually. Like 3, 4, 5. It's not reliable. But I'll be driving home, or maybe I get home and getting out of the car, and black.
Black?
Like if black wasn't a color, but was an experience. Time stops. The car seems to be moving and not going anywhere. I can move if I try to, but it doesn't matter. Once I got out the car once and ran. I ran and ran and ran down the road. But then I turned around to look back at the car and realized I was sat in the driver's seat still. I hadn't actually moved at all.
Do you think this is a dream?
No. I know what my dreams feel like. It's not a dream. Besides, you can't feel pain in dreams.
You are in pain.
Not yet. I'm still waiting and waiting, and then it happens. And I'm no longer in the car. I'm on a table, and it's so bright. It's so bright. Please turn off the light.
Do you think this is a dream? You are in pain? Do you think this is a dream? You are in pain? Tum. I have a tum.
Oh.
Oh. It's time to go in the tum.
Yep. Just keep going on forever.
Maybe we don't go in the tum.
I can't. All the arrow directions bring me down. Well then.
Interesting. We have examined you. You are not useful to us. You are sterile. You have destroyed your body by your actions. You are not useful to us. You are sterile. Is this what you want? What do you want? We have examined you. Like a body in which a woman lives and gnaws. What do you want? How do we resolve the situation without contravening Rule 4? Like a body in which a woman lives and gnaws. If you are having trouble, please take a moment.
What? Don't mind if I do. Ugh. All right. Yeah. Did you kill it?
Yep.
All right.
It may be unpleasant for you to relive your experiences. We can take things at your own speed. I want to help you. Do you want a glass of water? I will get you a glass of water. Please remain seated. Take a deep breath. Take your time. We have all the time in the world. We won't finish until you're ready. This is a very exciting time for us. We have all the time in the universe. That looks like a Godspeed album art.
It totally does. You know, she was mentioning, she recognized Godspeed when I was mentioning them the other day, so I would not be surprised if that worked in there somehow. Lift your skinny fists like towers to heaven. The classic Rider-Waite tarot deck was designed by two members of the Golden Dawn. In the deck, the devil card is shown with the sexes distinct, and the devil in the middle with no obvious genitalia. But on many other tarot decks, the devil is shown with both male and female features. I think about that a lot.
Do you empathize with the devil?
The card or the entity?
We were talking about the card.
Yes, for obvious reasons, I guess, but the master of deception creating the illusion that you are bound to me. The embodiment of hidden forces of negativity.
To draw the devil in tarot indicates an obsession with a particular idea. Overinvesting yourself in one area of your life to detriment of another. In particular, putting undue weight on material concerns.
Since when did you know so much about tarot?
That's not important. We are only here to help. You have generated a belief that your personal value lies in an artifact of the material plane. What does your girlfriend like about you? We would like to understand why she chooses a partner with whom she cannot bear children.
Is this about me or you? I still can't believe what is happening.
You will forget. What does she like about you?
I make her laugh. I help her out with things. I can reach the tall cupboards, stuff that I'd be proud of if I wasn't transitioning.
And what else?
She told me once she likes the way I look at her in the mornings. It was weird, she just said it out of nowhere once as a compliment. Like I wake up and whatever sleepy expression I have is cute or something. And I don't see it. I mean, my hair's a mess and I've got stubble and I'm like, I can't bear to look at myself like that. I don't understand how she can look at me like that and see her girlfriend still. And not like some creature in a woman's suit.
Has she ever said anything like that?
No, the opposite. She's always so good about it. She'd say each and every time that I was a woman, even with the beard shadow, even if you asked her 100 times.
We will.
What?
We will. We will. What happens then?
I don't remember. It's as if time has just not happened. The clock moves forward, but that internal clock doesn't. Have you ever been under general anesthetic?
Assume that I haven't.
It's like it then, too. When you sleep normally, you kind of feel like time passed, but under anesthetic, it doesn't. It just jumps.
What's the last thing you remember?
The tower. Oh. Click. I go toward the tower.
Tell me about what happens next.
Oh, there.
The dream you had a few days before?
No, I've seen it again since. Somewhere, I don't know. It's like I've been there for real this time. Only now I've climbed it properly.
You reach the top.
Yeah, yes.
And what happens then?
Theophany.
Assume I don't know what that means.
Good, 'cause I don't. The appearance of God.
What are they like?
It's not God, it's... I don't know if they're human. Something else. They look like a memory. They're magnificent. Terrible. At once I feel like I've never feared before, but I know that the fear will end and that everything will be okay. I know that one day I will wake up and be the person I want to be. I know that I can be happy, that I can take control of my path in life. I know the answer to a question I never knew I asked.
And then what happens?
The knowledge is more than I can stand. I am destroyed by the revelation. And the tower crumbles down like so many stones returned to earth. Like so many memories lost to...
Gone now, like tears in rain.
Hush.
Is something wrong?
I feel like I've been here before. This conversation feels familiar, yet...
We will see you again soon.
What?
Do you wish to be returned to the past or the now?
What did I choose last time? Did I choose to go back to her? God, I want to go back to her.
As you wish.
Oh. Can I do anything on this tower?
It moved.
It moved. It moved once.
Oh, a different voice. I'll be that one.
You'll be that one?
Yeah.
All right.
Honey, are you all right? I woke up and you were just standing there. The tower, when reversed, symbolizes avoidance of disaster.
It reversed the tower. That's what it did.
What?
Sorry, I'm still half asleep. I love you.
I love you too. Come back to bed. Oh,
Damn.
that was cool.
That was really great. I love it. Oh my god. Ah.
Time for part 2?
Time. I need a moment from the gender feels.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Photos used from the British Library's Flickr album.
That's pretty cool.
That's kind of neat, actually. Oh my, that was really good.
Yeah.
I love it.
I want to know
Oh,
more.
I want to know more too. We're going to play the second half of like right now. How's everyone doing?
Still good.
Still good? Awesome. Now we're playing the House of God.
Oh.
Oh.
Knock knock. Hello, God?
It's me, Margaret.
That's
That's what you were going for, right?
No.
Okay. I'm...
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
here we go. Content warnings, harsh language. Self-loathing, splinters, blurring of reality and fiction, abduction. It is advised you have previously played The Tower. Press the right arrow to continue.
Oh, which one was the right one?
Found it.
Oh.
Oh, the tower
It's
reversed.
Reversed. Honey? Are you all right? I woke up and you were just standing there.
The tower, when reversed, symbolizes avoidance of disaster.
What?
Sorry, I'm still half asleep. I love you.
I love you too. Come back to bed.
I sleep through the alarm. When I finally wake up, her side of the bed is empty. Sheets pushed back. For a moment, I feared that my dream was true. That she's gone. Then I register the smell of toast, the hiss of fat frying in the pan, the bubbling of coffee percolating into a stained pot.
Oh, breakfast. Breakfast minigame.
Oh!
Good morning, honey. I was just about to come and wake you. Breakfast on the table for ya.
Heck yes. I smile sleepily at her and draw up a chair. I guess everything was okay. I know I feel shaken by last night, but I can barely even remember what I dreamt about. There's just an impression, a feeling, a black void in which a thought lives and gnaws.
Be gone, thought.
Okay, that was actually funny.
Are you all right? You're spacing out.
Sorry, I'm fine. just tired. She looked sympathetically at me. She turns back to the last of the dishes as I look down at my plate.
Oh.
Toast! Tower toast. My chest feels tight, and I hear the clatter of my fork slipping from my grasp to fall on the floor. Those are keys, not a fork.
It was the only thing I had within arm's reach that clattered.
I appreciate the effort for Foley work.
Honey, what's wrong?
Somehow, I draw my eyes from plate to look at her. What is this on my plate? She looks confused, concerned.
It's breakfast. You know. Toast, beans, sausages, vegan bacon. And yes, I checked this time. They are vegan sausages.
I look back at the plate. It's as she says. I must still be half asleep. You must still be half asleep. She fills my mug up with coffee and sits down opposite me. It's fine. Everything's okay. It's just a dream. It's just a dream about the tower again. A dream about the house of God.
Tell me about the house of God.
I prod the radio tuner as the station disappears. My car whines in protest at the bumpy roads. You know, that's where you find God, on the radio.
Yep.
Ah, fuck it. Turn it off. Fear is my only God on the radio. Even though I'm driving to work, the day feels barely begun. The birds are silent and the sun is nowhere to be seen. My mind still feels stuck, like a boot in mud, unable to withdraw, every struggle wallowing deeper into the gunk. I try another radio station.
Our mind, left to its own devices, leads us into a realm of immeasurable darkness. Ha ha.
I try another.
All existence is but an expression of the mind, totally artificial. Ha ha.
I think it's trying to say house.
Really? Really?
I'm guessing. The signal is bad today. I try another.
Weather today with highs of 12 degrees and sunny showers throughout the day. House. Next song is Castles Made of Sand.
I'm hearing the word house every...
That's a huge centipede. Anyway, we were playing a video game.
the radio static morphs into guitar for the last stretch of my drive. Eventually, I reach the office and find a space to park up. As I go through the usual motions, something compels me to look at the handbrake.
Oh, that's a tower.
Just my eyes register something wrong, it's gone. I'm just left staring at the parking brake in fear. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's wrong with me. This isn't a dream. I know what dreams feel like. I pinch my ear anyway, just in case. It hurts. I'm alive and awake, but I'm stuck rooted in fear in my seat, the belt still wrapped around my shoulder. Waiting and waiting for some kind of sign that everything is okay. Then, before I know it, I'm out of the car. A couple of deep breaths, and I tell myself everything is back to normal. I look at the office building, tower-shaped, and it looks fine. Normal, fine, dull, but that's fine. I can relax here, at least. I lock the car and make for the entrance, but pause after a few steps. I've forgotten something. I reach into my pocket for my phone and dial a familiar number. They answer after a few rings, and I start to talk immediately. Doctor, what time is tomorrow's session?
5 p.m. Are you alright? You sound stressed.
I'm fine. It's just, you know.
Assume I don't know. I have a few minutes spare if it helps.
It's fine. I'll talk tomorrow. I have to get to work.
That's okay. We can take things at your own speed. See you tomorrow.
Somehow I make it through the workday. I feel a little better, knowing I can discuss it all tomorrow. Knowing I can work on making myself not so dysfunctional. I don't know how she puts up with me when I'm like this. I drive home without seeing any more towers. The lights are on in the flat. She's home. I feel my heart flutter at my chest. Why am I nervous? When I open the door, she's already walking towards me. Paint splatters her t-shirt and jeans. She's been working.
Oh, I'm glad you're back. You can help me.
You look so pretty, I say on impulse. She blushes and rolls her eyes at me.
Come on, you can flirt later. I was cleaning my brushes when I got a splinter. Can you get it out for me?
She leads me over to underneath the light, brandishing tweezers. I take the tweezers and look at the splinter.
Gah. And then what happened?
Black. I passed out.
You seem to be quite upset by your hallucinations. You said it's always the tower. The one from your dream?
Yes, I don't know why I'm seeing it.
After our last session, I did some thinking about the tower. Or, let us differentiate between the dream and the card. Let's call the card itself the House of God.
The old name? Since when did you know so much about tarot?
I did some research. I'm only here to help.
Sorry, you know I'm feeling on edge.
You can assume I do know. Yes, that's why we're here. So, let us discuss the card, the House of God, and what significance it seems to hold for you.
Oh.
You described the card to me as about disaster, a breaking down, the end of things as you know them. This is a valid reading, but not the only one. The House of God symbolizes constructs of the mind, the way you look at the world, the way you understand it. And this construct is totally artificial. A woman-made structure.
What are you getting at?
Have you considered your obsession with the card as, perhaps representative of your obsession with a particular way of thought?
You mean how I feel about my girlfriend, about me?
Perhaps. It's open to interpretation. I just ask you to not close yourself off from possible avenues of thought.
Okay, so you mean consider that my insecurity about my identity, about her identity and how it relates to mine, is all entirely mentally constructed, and so not real? Is that it?
Let me get you a glass of water.
I don't want a glass of water. I want to stop feeling like shit and like I'm cheating her. I want to stop seeing the fucking tower everywhere. I'm sorry, I'll have the water.
What's the phrase you used before? The way your girlfriend looks when you see her from the tower in your dream.
Something else. Wearing her as a skin suit.
Is it possible you're projecting?
You mean, is that how I think of myself? Sure, sometimes. I'm not ignorant of my own self-loathing.
Perhaps there is a tarot card representative of that, too.
There is. Judgment, reversed.
That reminds me of how you described the House of God, reversed.
The tower, when reversed, symbolizes avoidance of disaster?
Yes. I question your own interpretation there. It is as if you feel that the disaster has been avoided, permanently, and not just postponed. If we cannot resolve your fixation on self-loathing, you are doomed to be the architect of your own disaster, again and again.
Jeez, Doc, you gotta give me something uplifting after that.
Apologies, perhaps it was a bit much. We are only here to help.
I know, it's not your fault. It's me, I know. I feel like I never make any progress. Every time I say that damn mantra, it feels like bile in my mouth. How did it go again? I know that the fear will end, and that everything will be okay. I know that one day I will wake up and be the person I want to be. I know that I can be happy, that I can take control of my path in life. But I can barely stand it. Change requires destruction, and I can't let go. I just push and push away until it's too late. And I'm destroyed by the revelation. When I wake up, I'm standing at the end of the bed. I look back at the crumpled sheets, and I know instantly. She's gone. She has been for some time now. I rock on my feet for a moment before surging forward, placing my hands on the window frame and screaming. I said I wanted to go back, you bastards. I wanted to go back to her. The past. I wanted her to come back. As if things had never changed. As if I'd never chosen this. The shouting turns into sobbing and eventually into sleep. I sleep through the alarm. When I finally wake up, her side of the bed is empty. Sheets pushed back. And somehow, I have to carry on. I can feel it. Something's there waiting for me, gnawing at the edge of my mind. It happens on the way back. Time stops. The car seems to be moving and not going anywhere. I could run, but I know how that goes. No matter how far I run, it never matters. So this time, I embrace it. I close my eyes and enter the house of God. Oh.
End of Act 2.
Oh.
That was neat.
Wait, does that mean there's going to be an Act 3?
Perhaps so.
Oh, shit, dog.
That was cool.
That was really cool. I'm loving it.
I want to know what the doc is.
Me too.
Very
intrigued.
intrigued.
You can bet as soon as Part 3 comes out, we're going to play that.
Unless it's already come out, in which case we'll do so immediately.
In which case... Hey, so Act 3 isn't out yet like I thought. So, we're playing Terrortoma.
I'm ready to be scared about teeth.
It's an illustrated short story. It was made for Bitsy Teeth Jam?
Yes.
Was that it? Awesome. I can't wait. Do you want to read this one since I've been...
Sure.
I took point of the last couple?
But first, did you know that the correct place to hide teeth is in the spot between your neck and your collarbone where God can't see them?
That spot's so good.
This bit of knowledge brought to you by Learn Attack.
Oh my god, what?
Anyway, here's
Here,
Terrortoma.
Do you want... It's just right arrow.
Ah, I do an arrow. It didn't do anything.
Hold on, let me...
It's broken.
Try it now.
Ah, I'm in the driver's seat.
You are.
I'm in the driver's seat.
I mean, this isn't...
This is dangerous.
Why is this dangerous?
When I get stressed or tired, I tend to break out in spots. I can go a couple of days fine, but after that my face suffers. Usually, they cluster around my chin, or the corner of my mouth. On average they're small, but occasionally I get a big one. The skin all around will be tender and red, the center an angry, submerged white, waiting to reach the surface. Oh.
Oh.
The spot was ready. 3 days of swelling, and I carefully sterilized a needle. It's more hygienic to relieve the pressure that way.
Gotta keep your needles clean, and then gotta buy a bucket after.
With a wince, I pierced the side, and off-white sebum, off-white semen.
I am learning a new word, and I like it.
It's one of the words that I've only read a bunch of times and never said out loud. Sebum?
Sebum? I don't know how to read that.
Sebum? Yeah, sebum.
Sebum?
Anyway, off-white semen flowed out.
An oily secretion of the
Gross.
sebaceous glands. I love it.
Gross.
Oh, I love learning new words for effluvia.
I mop it up with tissue, but I can feel a hard bit still inside. Oh. Huh. Must be one of those half blackheads. Guess I'll squeeze it out. I lean over the sink and, gently at first, push on either side. With a sharp pain, there's a double pop feeling, and the hard bit erupts out, bouncing off the mirror, clattering into the sink. For a moment I can't believe my eyes as I dab the ooze from the empty spot now. That was good.
You can guess what happened there.
Then I look back down into the sink. Freya Campbell presents
Terrortoma.
I feel sick horror well up inside me as I look at the tooth spot, laying in the sink, surrounded by blood and off-white sebum. With morbid curiosity, I reach down and pick it up. It feels hard, sharp-edged, toothy.
Suppose that's good.
Dabbing absently with a tissue to my chin, I rummage in the cupboard for something to put the tooth in. There's a plastic baggie that some earrings came in. I hold it in one shaking hand.
Don't you get all Zen Cohen on me.
I drop the tooth in and press the seal closed, as if sealing in something malevolent. Dr. Honard will that's not me.
Dr. Honard will see you now.
I stand up nervously and walk past the receptionist to the doctor's room. Knocking on the door, a call beckons me in. Dr. Honard is a stout, bearded man with thick glasses, his eyebrows brushing against the frames. He gestures for me to sit and asks what's the matter. I squeezed a spot yesterday, and a tooth came out.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. A tooth?
Yes.
You lost a tooth whilst squeezing a spot?
No, the tooth was in the spot, like a blackhead. Dr. Honard frowns and peers at me for a second.
I see. Did you save the tooth?
Yes.
Can I see it?
No.
No. Oh god, can we let that meme die already?
No. I rummage in my rucksack and pull out the plastic baggie containing the tooth. Only, it's not a tooth anymore. It just looks like a bag of white liquid. Dr. Honard takes it from me and peers at it.
Oh, that's you.
It was a tooth. It must have, dissolved. Dr. Honard sighs and places the baggie on the desk. He turns to his computer and scrolls through my notes for a moment.
Would you say you're under a lot of stress right now?
A bit, sure.
I notice you have a history of depression. Are you...
I'm not taking anything right now. I stopped a few months after I got on HRT. Dr. Honard looks up at me again, then at my notes.
Ah, yes, you're doing gender reassignment. How is that going? You are doing... one does gender...
I shift in my seat. Fine. He types for a minute before turning to me and sighing. Peering over his glasses.
I put my glasses over there so I could dab more easily.
How can you see the screen?
You're obviously under some stress at the moment. Perhaps you imagined the spot as a tooth-shaped whilst tired? Do you get enough sleep? Exercise? What about zinc? Iron? Vitamin B12?
How do you have this superpower where you can read the screen with no glasses?
It's somewhat blurry.
It's just a white splotch.
Oh.
It has no letters on it.
Oh.
I'm amazed. Anyway, sleep, iron, zinc, no, and no. His questions bounced off me, each word utterly inconsequential. I wanted to yell at him, "You fucking idiot. I've got teeth coming out of my spots. It's not a bloody zinc problem." But staring at the toothless baggie on the table, I couldn't muster the energy to protest.
Try and get some rest. If you feel like you're having visual delusions again, come back and I'll sign you off work for a short time. Maybe look into another treatment. Perhaps your hormones are out of balance.
Ah, yes. I took too much estrogen and now there's teeth growing out of my face. Normal side effect.
I mean, that's what the TERFs want you to think.
I left the doctor's surgery irritated, feeling mocked, the spot on my chin throbbing as it healed up. I wasn't having delusions. The tooth was real. I knew it. That night, I barely slept. How could I with that horror? Around midnight, I gave up trying, and got out of bed to hunch over my computer instead.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I thought I couldn't be the only one. No medical condition is so rare to exist only once. Tick, tick, tick. I searched through the internet, scrolling through Yahoo Answers, threads. The questioners mocked each time. What do you mean? A tooth in your spot? Maybe lay off the ganja. I obsessively clicked through forums on family sites, where single mothers asked about household tips, sharing organizational secrets, and asking to identify their children's rashes. A small number of posters would talk about teeth in their spots, and be shouted down for being obviously false. Then, finally, I found a single useful reply. It could be Motiparas. My cousin goes to a support group for it. The group met in a nondescript function room attached to a bar. One of those bars that I'd never been in, never given a second thought. Following instructions from the host's email, I found the room. I took one of the chairs arranged in a circle, next to a dozen others. As I waited for a sign that the event had started, I looked around, analyzing my new peers. Some people emit a particular kind of misery. Other people just emit teeth. Not a deep, strong one, not like grief of death, the misery that comes from believing the world acts against you in 100 little ways, that you are perpetually victimized and have reduced yourself only to that status, owned it as a snail owns its shell, calcified around itself without any thought of escape.
Does that mean her whole body is a helmet?
Yeah. Emitting a misery pheromone, which only grows stronger with every slight. A damp beige kind of frustrated self-loathing. Please replace your hope in the bagging area. I felt myself wondering whether the teeth thing was cause or effect. Someone stood up and clapped her hands, and the middle-aged lady to my right petered out of a story about finding a spider in a bag of lettuce.
Damn!
Okay, wrap it up, everyone. Let's start our meeting. Wait, that was you. No.
Oh, sorry.
She pointed
But
to
that
me.
was my only line.
It was. I'm sorry.
We have a new visitor. Would you like to introduce yourself?
No. I looked around me and cleared my throat. I'm Amelia. I came here because... Suddenly felt so ridiculous to even say it. Because I had a tooth come out of a spot 2 weeks ago. Everyone clapped very politely.
Thank you, Amelia. You're very brave for coming.
I didn't feel it.
All of us here are believers in the truth of Monteparas. Most of us suffer from it, but some are researching it. I get it terribly in winter.
A woman to my right said.
I'm Dr. Flosstenner.
Said a slim, bearded man in a tweed suit.
I'm carrying out research on Monteparas, properly known as odontogenic sebaceous terratomas.
The group
Title drop.
The group leader nodded sadly.
Dr. Flosstenner is a brave voice for our community, but sadly the medical orthodoxy are very conservative in their views of Monteparas. Is that a real thing?
I don't think so, but I don't know.
We have trouble being taken seriously, said a boy no more than 19 across the circle from me.
Terratomas that grow teeth in them are a real thing, but I don't know that this specific thing is.
Despite all the samples we provide, evidence, incontrovertible evidence. We're currently having several samples analyzed, said the lady next to me. Mr. Hoffman has been instrumental in arranging it. I looked around the room.
Oh.
Mr. Hoffman? Is he here?
I think that the Mr. Hoffman is he here was me.
Oh. So,
anyway.
No, but that was your only line.
She shook her head with a smile.
No, he's a Californian. He's John the Apostle of International Monteparas community. He funds a lot of our drive to be taken seriously. He's fabulously rich, another lady said. An inventor, a genius inventor.
What does he invent? I asked.
Oh, amazing things. A plant pot you can connect to the internet. Plastic carrier bags with multiple compartments. He put a car into space once.
I choked back a laugh. Why would anybody want that?
Who wouldn't? The woman admonished me. It's the future. You just don't get it.
Chastised, I quieted for a few minutes as conversation moved around the group. Events from previous meetings were covered. New outbreaks in members were discussed. I surreptitiously, looking around at everyone's faces. No one had any obviously toothy spots. Now we moved on to the veracity conversation.
I saw a new GP today,
One said.
I brought him a sample, but he said it was just sebum. I told him it used to be solid, but it liquefied. Overnight, he asked about my sleep patterns. That's how it is.
The group leader said.
No one wants to believe us. No one listens to our proof that they're really teeth. I told mine about the chemicals in the water, but he laughed at me. He left me out. Have you heard about this new nuclear plant in Kent? Bad news, I'm sure.
Poor Kent. It can't be good to have a nuclear plant in him.
Oh no. England. My last outbreak happened when Mercury went into retrograde. I've started to keep a track.
I felt caught up in a sense of hilarity of everyone's claims, my own personal horror forgotten. What about the tooth fairy? I said. Has anyone stuck a spot tooth under their pillow?
That's your line. What am I doing?
Over to my left, a girl who'd been silent so far snorted in laughter, trying unsuccessfully to hold it back.
This is serious,
said a lady to my right.
Do you think your experience was a joke? This isn't a joke.
Sorry, I said, but felt utterly incapable of carrying on serious conversation. I listened to the rest of the group's discussions about possible causes ranging from exotic metals, washing up liquid, chemtrails, whether the teeth were human, mostly agreed, but one guy reckons they were simian, part of some genetic throwback to when monkeys had more teeth. Someone mentioned Mr. Hoffman's revolutionary 3-string whisk, and I bit my tongue.
Ow.
As the meeting wound to a close, I bade goodbye and left with little enthusiasm to return. Nobody seemed to care whether I came next meeting or not. As I left the function room, I heard footsteps running behind me. I turned to see the quiet girl catch up, and then she was Teeth.
Don't you get all SCP on me. Hey,
she said.
Amelia, right?
Yeah, I replied. She smiled at me.
I thought your joke was funny,
she said, with a conspirational smile.
Everyone else just has no sense of humor.
I figured that out pretty quick. We stood awkwardly together for a moment without speaking. She shuffled on her feet and looked up at me.
I'm Julie,
she said.
Do you want to get coffee sometime?
Sure, we can trade teeth.
Yes!
Now that teeth no longer occupied my mind, I realized she was, in fact, incredibly pretty. Oh. Julie sat across from me, stirring her mug of coffee and staring at me.
Last week was your first time, right?
Yeah, it was.
I'm so fascinated by Montepars, but the people? The group? God, no.
I'm sure it's not their fault, I said. They've drawn a bad lot, maybe.
The only bad lot is their attitude,
she said.
Born losers, the lot of them. Couldn't see the way out to happiness if it slapped them. Not a hope.
That's a little harsh.
Perhaps. I just get frustrated. They don't help themselves.
Maybe they just need to invent a new whisk, I said.
Julie suddenly laughed and grinned at me. See, this is why I like you,
she said. I blushed and looked down at my mocha. It's so weird, I said. The whole concept sounds horrible. Was horrible, but I couldn't take it seriously in there.
I never can. I just listen mostly. Resist the urge to stir things up.
I looked over at her, the gentle lines of her cheekbones and jaw, the way her hair curled up past her shoulders. I couldn't believe someone so pretty could have teeth erupt from her skin. So, I said, have you, teeth? Necoparas?
That's...
Wait.
That's still you.
Something terrortomas? No.
Oh, wait, no, that was me.
That was you.
But that was my only...
Damn it. I frowned. No? Then why on earth do you go? She shrugged.
My ex-boyfriend used to get it. I went along with him once and just got fascinated, I guess.
Hell of a thing to be fascinated by. She smiled and looked down, blushing a little. She picked up her spoon and stirred her coffee again.
Actually,
She said, not looking up.
can I tell you something?
Sure.
Promise you won't laugh?
Now I was intrigued. I leaned forward over the table. Okay, promise. She looked up at me with big, shiny eyes, an incredible and terrifying depth, and I fell into her, flailing somewhere in her blue irises. That seems bad for your ocular health, really.
Well,
Anticipating whatever terrible thing she was about to say.
truth is, I find it kind of exciting.
I didn't break eye contact. She watched me for a reaction. Exciting, I said. She blushed harder and bit her lip.
Don't make me go into more detail.
She said.
Not in a cafe.
In a split second, I made a choice, weighing up attraction and bemusement, finding her at once pretty and unsettling. Attraction 1. How about, I said, very smoothly, you go into more detail, somewhere more private.
Boom, boom, boom.
We saw each other a few times a week for about 2 months. I never went back to the Nekopara group, but Julie did. She'd report back to me sometimes. Over coffee, over lunch, over a glass of water, over a glass of teeth, after we'd slept together. She leaned on her elbows, facing me across my bare chest, hair still kinda ruffled and smeared makeup cleaned off. There's a new... Oh, that's...
But that...
Ah,
There's a new guy there.
she said.
He's got a real bad case.
Of Nekopara?
Yeah, he's pretty self-conscious about it.
I snorted. I can imagine. I was self-conscious about just the one. My chin throbbed.
Amelia, you just winced.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Anyway, the guy at the group...
After 10 minutes of conversation, moving on to work. Julie worked at a bookstore. I got up to use the bathroom. Julie's bathroom door didn't lock properly, but now that we were sleeping together, I didn't really mind. When I was done, I washed my hands and looked in the mirror for a moment. My chin was red, swelling, the telltale white smudge of a spot underneath the sore skin. I couldn't make out the shape, but I knew. I knew.
Hey, Amelia. You're taking a while.
Julie popped her head around the bathroom door, still topless, and peered past me at the mirror.
Amelia? Amy? You there?
I turned to shoo her out of the bathroom. She made a little squeak noise and put her hands to her mouth.
Oh my god, you've got one.
Julie...
When do you reckon? A few days? It looks new. You'll come over when it's ready, right? You got it, Amy. Oh my god, I'm excited.
A few days later, it was ready. I felt sick just thinking about it. Julie's excitement, her bizarre lust for the tooth growing out of my skin, it made me feel a dull kind of nausea. I could deal with most people's fetishes. They didn't bother me. I had seen a lot online. Live and let love, you know? This one, though, something about the abject horror of the whole tooth thing. She suggested I have a drink beforehand to take my mind off it. We polished off a bottle of wine between us. I could feel the hours ticking by, until the sun had fully gone down, until she couldn't wait anymore, until I couldn't delay. It throbbed.
Hey, Amelia, come over here. To the bed.
We hadn't stripped. I wore jeans and a tank top. Julie modestly kept her skirt from riding up as she climbed onto the bed. She knelt in front of me, and I knelt in front of her. I couldn't believe I was doing this. I felt the double pop again. A molar squelched out. Julie, face red, eyes wide, plucks it from the bed where it fell, holds it between two fingers, closes her eyes, places it in her mouth, and bites down. I pass out. We got brunch the morning after.
See, that's classy.
Julie speared a cube of avocado on a fork and popped it in her mouth. I couldn't watch. I ate my own toast.
Hey, Amy.
She said, and kicked me playfully.
How do you feel?
My chin stings, I said. My head aches.
You might want to check your blood pressure,
she said. I didn't think my blood pressure had anything to do with it.
I knew a girl who passed out when she came.
Julie said.
Eyes rolled back and she went down.
Just so we're clear, that's absolutely not what I did. She shrugged and continued to eat. I pushed my food around my plate. A few months went by. I graduated from my degree. July was as if a great cloud had lifted. I coasted for a while, enjoying my freedom, continuing to work at the bakery I'd been at part-time. With the weight of university gone, I felt less tired, less stressed. I never had another tooth spot.
I think we should break up,
Julie said over lunch. What? Why?
It's not you.
She lied through her teeth.
Ah. It's, me.
Don't tell me it's about...
It's not.
She said quickly. It was.
It totally was.
You only liked me for my teeth.
That's not true. You're funny, too, and kinda cute.
Kinda?
But you're not into it, so... Is it that big a deal? I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
You already have, I said, without meaning to.
Ooh.
She winced.
Sorry. Let's call it off. See you around, Amelia.
I bumped into her in the shops a month later, browsing the shelves with a guy. Any negative feelings had dissipated. I'd moved on already, busy with work.
Hey, Amelia, it's good to see you. You look... well?
I didn't mention it, but she was right. A coworker had shared some skincare tips a while back, and they were working. I felt healthier, toothier. Thanks. You look good, too.
Thanks. You always were fast on the compliments.
We chatted for a minute. Small talk. I asked what she was up to.
Oh, I'm here with Ryan. You know Ryan? Did you meet?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, that's right. You stopped coming to the meetings. Hey, Ryan, say hi.
The guy turned around.
Nice to teeth you, Amelia.
What?
Nice to meet teeth. Teeth to meet you. Nice to teeth. Teeth to teeth. Teeth. Teeth.
I sat bolt upright in bed. My heart racing in my chest, I felt my face. Smooth. No teeth. Thank God. After a moment, I got up to get a glass of water. I fumbled my way through the dark to the bathroom and turned on the light. My chin throbbed.
Oh,
Terrortoma.
oh, I dig it. Oh, that's so good.
That ruled.
That was awesome. That was so good.
Teeth.
Teeth. Oh, you can teeth me whenever you want to. Teeth me right now. Teeth me. Teeth me. Oh, I'm into it. That was really good. I liked that a lot. Oh. All right, we're going to pick out one more. And we're going to be starting that one right...
It's literally just...
It's literally just the Communist Manifesto. But it's Karl Marx there in all of his pixelated glory.
Oh my god.
Do you want to sit here and read the entire of the Communist Manifesto?
Yes.
We'll need another, like... It's not that bad. We could probably do it in a few hours. But not tonight.
Okay.
I'm shutting that one down.
God damn it.
2 smudges in infrared. Can I maximize this? I can't.
Very small. It's okay to
It's going to be small. So this one's going to be small.
It's okay to be small.
It's okay.
It's allowed.
Oh,
Warning.
it works well with the I
rules.
get it. Karen Unit 41, Corradini, co-pilot's log. 4 days since ambush at Lagrange Point 3. Temperature 8 degrees Celsius. Oxygen 2% remaining, plus minus 2%. O'Hart and I changed the suspension suits 2 hours ago. Based on the manual we have, 8 hours disposable oxygen. Then we'll switch over to hibernation mode. If I remember correctly, the survival rate is generally positive. At least 80%. It's the only way, I guess. Main engine shot to shit. O'Hart did the maths on using the side jets, but you only have enough propellant to come to a stop. 4 days of going 4,525 kilometers an hour means we're a long way from home. Figure it's our best chance. The emergency beacon still works, thankfully. One of the few bits of Corradini that does. Poor girl, she only just got the hydraulics in her left leg fixed. O'Hart was so happy to pilot her again. It's so rare to see her smile like... Anyway, I guess this is it. To whoever hears this, please resuscitate O'Hart first. 'Cause, guess she gets priority as pilot. Yeah. Totally. Actually, Lieutenant Valhall, if it's you listening, I kinda have to apologize. For both of us. I know there's rules about, like, fraternization between pilots. Actually, I'm not sorry, sir. You might even be proud of me. Finally got the courage to tell her how I feel. She hit me.
You waited until a time like this?
And, you know, I deserved it. I'm glad I said it, though. It made the last 2 days out here bearable. And it's funny, you know? How many emotions you can get through in 2 days and 15 square meters of elbow room. Never thought I'd see her cry. You have to clean her tears off the upholstery, along with the other fluids. Ever since the temperature in the cockpit dropped, we're the only 2 warm bodies out here. 2 little smudges in infrared. I guess from your distance we'll resolve as one. You'll have to get quite close to separate us. Even in our survival suits, we're together. Helmet to helmet. Heart to heart. Anyway, got about 5 hours of oxygen left. I don't want to use up any more on the audio log. You understand, sir. Neither of us wants to admit it, but this could be the last time I ever talk to O'Hart. There's so much to say, and they don't ship this mech with couple survival suits, so can't touch anymore. All we can do is listen. Karen Unit 41, Corradini, co-pilot's log, signing off. Oh, so good. I like that so much.
That was cool.
That was really good. Oh my god. Why have we been sleeping on these?
I don't know.
Oh my
I don't
god.
know.
You know what? That one was pretty short. So we're going to pick one more starting right. You know, I'm just now realizing that we haven't actually remembered to do that gag for the last couple of games.
Yeah, including this one.
Including this one.
Anyway.
Whoops.
Zeta Station has gone quiet.
Do you want to read this one?
Sure.
Awesome. Hold on. Here you go. Press right keys.
There's buttons. Bzzz. Lieutenant Essex, helmet comms check, over. Help? Help?
What? You get to move around?
Comms all clear. Headed toward the base access ramp now.
Oh, shit. If I'd known you actually got to move around, I wouldn't have let you play.
Lieutenant Essex here. Entered the base. Atmosphere has been depressurized, keeping my helmet on. A sample of water ice. Safe, even if damaged. Station Commander's log. 2347. That damn earthquake knocked out our antenna, sending Jones to fix it once this matter with the generator's fixed.
Looks like there's another door on the back part of the first floor there.
Station Commander's log, 2347. Comsat something potential collision course. Recommended course of action. Evacuation.
Uh-oh.
Evac procedure. In the event of emergency, supplies for every crew member, 4 weeks. Designated survival cache. Oh. The comms antenna's damaged. No wonder the station's gone quiet.
Oh. I really love the detail in the space station. It's so good.
Zeta Station designated survival cache. Coordinates 125.47, 241.02. Essex here. I missed a line. Coordinates for potential survivors. Last look at the rest of the base.
Hey, you're the one in control. It's not my problem.
Essex here. The hangar is a wreck. Think I see something at the end, but my helmet's fogging up. Station Commander's log, 2347. Iwasaki rigged the scope up for a look at that asteroid. It's a peculiar shape. Like a cigar, perhaps. Can't get a better look in the time we have before evac.
I wonder what it's gonna be. Oh! This is a whale.
I don't know what
Oh, did we reach the end?
Is this the end? I don't know if this is the end.
Oh, you found a whale, though.
I did find a whale.
Yep.
Essex here. Commander's log talks about a meteorite, but that looks like an interstellar whale. Yep, still a whale.
Definitely a whale.
It's pretty far back. Something, damn it,
Been
dead for some time. Reckon it died mid-flight and just kept going. Nothing else to see here. Station's a loss, but hopefully there's survivors at the coordinates supplied. Heading back to the ship now. Essex out. Lieutenant Essex case report. Loss of communications with Zeta Station caused by broken transmitter. Repairs prevented by subsequent evacuation due to impact by deceased interstellar whale. See Appendix 1. All 4 Zeta Station crew recovered. Some mild hypothermia. Prefab structure itself is damaged beyond repair. More cost-effective to deploy replacement prefab units. Recommend other research stations in system. Keep an eye on their meteorite scanners. Yeah.
Because of space whales.
Beware of whale.
Oh! And now I've got Gojira stuck in my head. Which have an entire album about space whales. It's so good. Oh. Thank you all so much for joining us today.
Yeah, this was a good time.
Yeah! We didn't do the cool thing at the intro. I'm gonna do the cool thing right now, okay?
What's the cool thing?
Cool thing. This is our 200th episode!
Yeah, holy shit, I totally forgot already. It's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, we've been doing... Holy shit. I did the math, and it's almost like a fortnight of our lives.
You said the word.
An actual... with a GH. There was a GH in there. And no E.
Okay. Okay, I'll allow it.
So, thank you all so much for continuing to watch us for this long, and it really... It boggles my mind, actually, that we've gotten this far. Because when we started this out, I don't think either of us really expected to keep it going for very long.
And then it just kind of did.
And then we just kept going and didn't stop, and then...
And now we have cool friends.
And now we have cool internet friends.
Do cool things, and we get to play cool games by people like Freya here.
Yeah.
And it's neat.
Oh my... Because if we hadn't done this, we never would have done the Ace Jam thing. We never would have played Freya's game in the first place, and we never would have found any... Oh. Just, for real, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It means a lot that y'all stick around for this long, and I hope that we keep making stuff you like in the future. I'm not crying, you're crying.
I'm crying, you're crying.
Shut the fuck. One other thing though. We are trying to get back in the habit of doing these kind of like shorter game compilation style episodes.
Yeah.
We're trying to get them done at least once a month. They do take longer than other episodes because it requires more editing, requires a lot setting up on the back end if for different games in different cases. But we like doing this shorter indie stuff and not just all the big AAA stuff that, is the backbone of what we do.
Oh, I think I got a tooth.
Oh, shit. Well,
no, just a normal spot.
So, I'm going to segue this real quick. We have...
Is that the sound a Segway makes?
No, segues don't... You're making this so hard. I love you.
I love you too.
If you hadn't heard us talk about it on Twitter yet, we have a Patreon now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want, you can cast Patronus on us and donate us money each month. And one of the levels, the $5 level, the... What did we call that one? The aim for the top. Patron Buster. Hey, we should have done that while we were doing the mech game.
Yeah.
If you are patronizing us to the tune of $5 a month, you get to have a vote in the monthly poll for who we do next. It's gonna be great.
But also, even if you aren't on Patreon and don't have cash to spare for things like that, that's fine too. Still give us a heads up about cool things that you recommend and that are neat, because we are always looking for stuff out there.
Yeah, to be one of... This is like a separate bucket from... Like, if you're sub to us on the channel and want us to play your game, just send it to us. We will do that just because you're subbed and we love you.
Yeah.
But if you're part of our Patreon, then you'll get a vote who becomes the featured indie creator each month. So that way we can pick your guys' brains for cool people we don't know about yet.
Yeah.
And we get an excuse to play a lot more of these kind of shorter games in this in compilation episodes. Because those are so much fun to do. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love playing through Persona and Steins Gate and Nier, but we need a break now and then.
And they're all very long.
I regret picking 3 very long games at the same time. Nier will probably finish first.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you all so much. It really does mean a lot to me that you've been around here for this long, or if you're just joining. It means a lot to me that you're here now. I think we just started doing this when I was coming out of a really shit period in my life, right?
Yeah.
Was that yeah? Because about a little over 2 years ago, I want to say I was back in a pretty deep relapsed depression.
Mm-hmm.
And just having something to work towards has been so helpful and rewarding, and the fact that I get to do it with the person I love.
Yeah.
And now I'm working on my own fucking game, which is inconceivable to 2 years ago me. That's ridiculous. All right, I'm done being sappy now, I promise. Do you want to be sappy while we're here?
I love everybody. You're all cool.
We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you want to, go ahead and subscribe to us on Patreon. Anything you give is wonderful and appreciated and helps us eat food, which is amazing. And even if you can't keep watching, comment, and we love to keep talking to you guys, because I don't know if y'all know this, but we have the best audience on the planet. It's objectively true.
It's empirical.
It's empirical. We did empiricism. Bye, everyone.
Bye.